What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to get into it, man. I mean, another person added to the list of people who just admits that LeBron James is not the GOAT, man. And so recently, Scottie Pippen gave an interview. I'm not sure to what publication he gave the interview to, but he kind of went off on LeBron James, saying that LeBron James, like, if you are the GOAT, why do you continue? Why do you feel the need to keep promoting yourself and saying that you're the GOAT? If you're the GOAT, you know what I mean. You're basically what he said is your performance should say that you're the GOAT. Your stats should say that you're the GOAT. You let your fans and all your supporters, you let those people make that argument for you, basically. And so many people are just, that's the consensus, really. People just so many more people just are speaking out because if you look at all throughout basketball, all the greats in the NBA, none of these guys have ever came out and said that they were, that they were the GOAT. You never heard Kobe Bryant, you know, uh, promoting himself and pumping himself up, saying that he was the GOAT. And Kobe Bryant was a two-way player. He played excellent defense, and everybody know about how much of a killer he was on offense. Same thing with Michael Jordan, two-way player. Killer on offense and dominant on defense. So, but these two guys never they never participated in that GOAT conversation. But the one person who is, touting himself as a GOAT, then he has everybody in his circle. It seems like you can't be in his circle unless you are willing to, tout for him and carry that flag as him being a GOAT. And the more and more he promoted himself, I think the more pushback he would get. But and on the other hand, I think that if he didn't push for it, maybe nobody else would really, because people really don't see. I didn't until he said he was the GOAT. I never really even considered LeBron James to be in that conversation. And the first time I can recall LeBron James saying that he was the GOAT was after they had won that he had won the championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's the first time I ever heard, LeBron say he was the GOAT, after that. And, I just think that to me, and that was his third championship, right? So that's his third championship. You got half at that time he had half the championships that Mike got. So now he has four, and people kind of looking at that championship, you know, that one with the COVID championship, the bubble championship they call it. That has like an asterisk. That should have like an asterisk behind it because that season was kind of, that kind of was like a goofy, odd season. What the fact that like his like down in Miami, so he won two championships in Miami. But if it wasn't for Ray Allen, hitting that 3-pointer in the corner, he would have lost that series. And then the fact that you've been to 10 championships, but you lost 6 of them. So you're like 40%, 40% of the time you won, 60% of the chance, he lost. And so I my point is, I guess he almost had to make a case for himself because really nobody else is going to do that, and that's what Scottie Pippen was saying, that if you to go, just let your play on the court, let your stats, let your fans and your supporters make that claim for you. But the more he tried to push, himself as being a GOAT, his credibility, and that's another thing with some of the decisions that he has made lately, as far as with this Lakers team, that hurts his credibility. He said, like, probably like a year ago, that his son will be able to help the Lakers win games, come up. He's better than some of the guys that's playing in the league now. That statement didn't age well. You know what I mean? He looking kind of crazy for making that statement. His record of getting coaches fired, throwing his teammates under the bus, like making them scapegoats and stuff like that. Like he has some blemishes on his record that a lot of other superstars, a lot of other potential GOATs don't have to deal with. They don't have to deal with these situations with these red flags that LeBron got. It's just so much baggage that come with LeBron James. I mean, anybody can make a argument against his his case for being a GOAT. And so and all of these arguments are ammunition that he provides for people, instead of allowing, just doing what's right on the court, playing and let his game show, that he's the GOAT. He has to sell it himself. So I can see why he would say that he's the GOAT, because if he didn't say it, nobody else would, because he's, in my opinion, he's not the GOAT. And so many people are coming forward now and just pushing back. They're pushing back on that, that GOAT narrative. And so, like, this is the 24-25 season, right? And, I think he ain't going to do this season. He's going to take even more lumps. I think this is going to be a brutal season for the Lakers, because, some of those decisions that were made by the Lakers in the offseason, I think it's going to really hurt them and their fan base. And I'm interested in seeing where this goes. But yeah, Scottie Pippen must have heard me talking when he said, "Man, don't say it, man. Just just prove it on the court." And for Scottie Pippen, now Scottie Pippen didn't come out and say that Michael was the GOAT, but he said, he did say that LeBron, and I think Scottie Pippen, he coming around. Hopefully him and Michael get back on at least speaking terms. But yeah, man, LeBron James, man, he make a good case against himself, more so than anybody, any of the naysayers. And so that's my take on it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. And with that being said, make sure to I'll check you out. Leave a comment and I'll check you all out on the next video.